I mean, my heart is full. I am energized and empowered to surf by myself when I get to San Diego. I love Surf Simply. I absolutely love it here.
So I think it's interesting because it's one of the first surf trips really where there's a focus on skills and technique. I came this year and planning to come back next year and the year after, so it seemed addictive. The first time I stood on a board or tried to stand on a board was maybe 10 years ago. I went a few times and then I kind of gave up for a long time or just did it every now and then. But 4 years ago I gave it a new start and went to multiple different surf camps. So I decided to come to Surf Simply because it's very difficult to find some good coaching for intermediate level or this level where you can take waves but just have no idea what to do with your arms and how to kind of improve your turns and so on. I came this year and planning to come back next year and the year after, so it seemed addictive.
So my surfing background and coming to Surf Simply pretty much match up to the day. And the first time I came here was just over 3 years ago. And I've been coming to Surf Simply pretty much regularly every year.
About the coaching method, I really like it because I'm a very visual person. So I really like setting these very small objectives for each session. It was good to be able to work with Harry as one person to work through the progress and also looking at the videos, having clear objectives, and then he also get to know my strengths and areas that I need to work on. So I think it's good to have this continuity.
I mean, I've been surfing with Jessie and with Harry these past couple of weeks, and I've had Jessie before as a coach, and I just love her. She strikes such a good balance between, pushing me, but also making surfing feel safe for me, which has been one of my challenges.
So my highlight of the week, we all have been through a very stressful time with COVID, and it's just nice to be able to relax. And I highly appreciate it to have dinner served because living in New York, a lot of things have been closed for a very long time. It's just nice and enjoyable to have a good meal and not having to worry about anything. But of course the surf, learning new skills, trying out new things, surfing bigger waves, reaching my limits and overcoming some of my fears.
So number one highlight, my vastly improved pop-up straight to the feet. I've been finally able to surf just in my bikini, so I can handle all of the scrapes and the bruises and all the rest. And I've been extremely happy that I've been able to introduce my Costa Rican friend to Surf Simply. Hopefully we can just make the Surf Simply family grow.
Yeah, the stretching and massages are definitely helpful, and I think for anyone who's particularly is not used to surf, it would be impossible to do a full week of surfing that intense without the massages and the stretching.
The food here is always amazing. I love Dennis and Yayo and Mona and all the guys who are working to prepare these wonderful, healthy, nutritious, but also incredibly tasty meals. Food here is just unbelievable.
In terms of my progression, so I think it's interesting because it's one of the first surf trips really where there's a focus on skills. I definitely have a lot of elements I want to continue working on, and I think I learned a lot and have a lot of homework to do.
I mean, my heart is full. I am energized and empowered to surf by myself when I get to San Diego. I'll be keeping Jessie up to date on what's going on, and hopefully I can even do some video coaching with her.
Yeah, I also didn't really know what to expect, but in the end I'm really happy I did it. I think it's good. It's a good COVID-safe vacation.
This is a very unusual time and very unusual year, and I'm just extremely grateful that I was able to spend these weeks here, and I hope to see a buzzing full Surf Simply as soon as December.